Welcome to day 246. Please like and subscribe to this beautiful little channel. Help me promote what we're doing here and all the beautiful people we're actually trying to give work in Barbados. We've got a few things going on today. We've got the electrician in the house upstairs doing some conduit because we've got an inspection tomorrow. We've got painters painting the guard wall. We just got the roller man and the bobcat man turn up to try and look at doing some stuff there. We've got a couple of labourers. We've got the supervisor up on the roof sorting out what I think is actually the one of the gutters is leaking. We've got two masons on site doing the guard wall top because that was never finished off. We've got two carpenters inside finishing off the floor above the water pump area. And the only thing we're missing at the moment is the plumber who needs to get his arse here because I've got a leak in the basement and I've got no water on the moment. So other than that, let me have a quick show. It's been quite wet and boggy, so a little bit of mud coming through. So the white mortar up on the roof has actually been finished off by one of the masons. So he's tarting up certain areas. He's doing the gutter up there and doing the edges. The two painters are doing the guard wall, so it's had a coat of white on the inside, it's got a coat of white going on the outside, and then it's going to have a grey going over it, which is the grey that's here. So I think there's a few touch-ups there going on there. Look, these guys are talking about what they're going to do. Hopefully they don't talk too much. Yeah, so it's a lighter grey look. So we've got the mid-grey there, and we've got this lighter grey. So I think it's quite nice. It sets it off quite nice. Fingers crossed, it should be good on the white. So that's being done as we speak. We actually had the beach and everything cleared yesterday, which I showed you a little bit of. Let me go ahead there and show you it. It does look a lot different since we've done it. Still have to get them in here because this is still a mess. But we can't get over the concrete until the concrete's dried, cured, which is probably going to be Thursday. So on Thursday we get the bobcat over the concrete and into the back and get that done, and I want to get some topsoil in there. Sorry about the wind. As you can hear, the beautiful Hilti going as always. Okay, so most of our wood that we needed has actually been put into storage. Still piles of crap that need to be sorted out, obviously. There might be some wood here that is still due to be taken, which is the individual on the island that's building his house, and then I can get the bobcat in here to get all of this cleared because there's so much garbage here. All under there, I'm getting bobcat in there. I want this all levelled off, so I want some soil brought in here. I want this levelled up to the bottom of the footing here around that corner, and I want it through here levelled off, and then you'll see what we've done around here. It's nearly looking like a house on a beach, so it's a lot more open now. So you can actually see that there is a nice sized front garden still. Our boundary is obviously this wall here, so this is ours, and then it goes onto the beach reserve as well. So we put these rocks here, as I said yesterday, just to try and help any water that wants to try and go through and flood our neighbour out, because apparently a lot of water does come through here. But other than that, obviously we'll get this graded off still. We still need to get this all pushed up and pushed up against the house, so we get a grade away from the house, so the water itself, if it does come in, it sort of is encouraged to move away. We've got a small hole here that Smithy loves to dig. Not too sure why he's done one that big. He was asked to do a little hole to put a drain in, and that's what we've got. So we need to fill that hole, and we also need to fill the hole they did down here to drain it out the other day. So they've got to be patched back up again. And we also do need to put some some ventilation into that building as well. And also the plumber has still got to do his overflow here as well for the irrigation. So the tanks in here will fill up with water, but at a certain level they need to overflow. So there's meant to be a pipe on the wall here that overflows in, comes down, comes out the base, not too far up in the air, and comes through the floor here into some form of soakaway, which we'll have here. So here comes Mr. Bobcat. He's going to clear this corner here, this stuff here. He's going to get all of this wood and put it around the front, and then we're going to find out what we want to keep and what we want to get rid of, and we'll probably order another lorry that will take everything, including all of this garbage, to the tip. So hopefully by the end of the day today this will look a lot different. Other than that, it's really working on the roof and the rest of the house. I'll check in, some more update. Okay, so we're at 5:30. Most people have shot off, bar the painters. Quick update on what's going on. Looking a little bit tidy around here. Someone's had a sweep out. Wow. Let's have a quick look around the front. We've had all the walls painted today, so let's have a quick look at that first. So we've gone for the light grey for the boundary walls. Obviously got to be cut in properly and the mud's got to be returned. I think we've had a couple of couple of spills over there from concrete, so they're looking to sand those down before they paint them. But I think the colour sets off really, really nice with the dark grey on the windows and the dark grey on the door itself. So yeah, great colour. So obviously this isn't finished yet. We obviously got the mud taken away from the wall to try and get as far down as we physically can on the paint. The guard wall here is obviously continued through. We've still got to pour the roof on here for the electrical cupboard, so this has been left until that's actually done, otherwise we'll just be wasting our time. Again, you can see a few marks on here need to be sanded down. Also today what we've done is the guard walls had the top done all the way through, so that's been done all the way down. We just need to do this piece here now. The gutters have been done up on the roof, so that's one thing I need to do. I might get up there actually and have a quick look. And the guys have also continued working on the window frames and window frames, door frames on the annex and the floor within the pump room. So that's been worked on as well today. So yeah, today's been one of those days. The Bobcat turned up and didn't really do a great deal because of the weather. So it was decided that this will be cured hopefully by Wednesday/Thursday, which means we can get the Bobcat over here with some ply and everything on the floor, get them to clear all of that out, get all the stuff from it over the wall, and then bring some mud over to get this leveled out and get that absolutely perfect. Then get over here and start the driveway Friday/Saturday to get that finished off. So we've run a conduit, as you can see here, through the actual floor itself for any form of irrigation or electrics. The base piece here to connect the gutter has been dug out, and the piece that will be levelled for the driveway gates track has been done as well. So we're probably going to get the actual blocks taken back one block to here, so we've got enough access to come through here, and we'll probably pour the concrete over into that corner as well, and then we'll do this side return afterwards. So I'm going to get up on the roof and have a quick look at what the guys have been doing, so bear with me. So the guys have actually mortared this as well to ensure that the water runs, although I am seeing a crack right here, which is not good. As soon as you get that looked at straight away. Not too sure why there's a wheelbarrow up here. And the guys have been spending some time redoing the gutters at the far ends again, so they were channeling over there earlier. So this has had a rubberisation pot on it as well, so if this now leaks then we have a different problem to contend with. So this has now been rubberised. If the water was leaking between here and the mortar, then that's now been rectified. If it still leaks, then there's a problem somewhere else, which I can't seem to see at this present time unless the actual gutters haven't been connected properly. But also the white mortar's been done up here across the top, as you can see, all the way along. So that's now been prettified, if that's a word. So that's what the noise was earlier. They were going up here whilst I was on the phone, so I wondered what it was. So they're obviously trying to tap into the other puddles. So again, this is going to have to be sorted out tomorrow. I'm going to need to obviously put the mortar in there to try and finish that off and ensure they don't now create the same problem they've got on the other one, which is water getting behind the actual gutter itself. So that's got to be, got to take that out properly. So get the oscillator on there to get that cut back and that cut back, and get this all smoothed off with proper mortar. Here seems to be a few issues. I don't think they'll do anything over here. That's got to be sorted out. Yeah, so this one was done a while ago, but again, there's no real access for the water to be flooding in here. So what we need to be doing is obviously taking this off and doing the same thing, cut that around, make sure the water can flow. But obviously this one has been finished off. So basically where we were getting the pooling of water, we're just trying to create a little tap into that water so the water can run freely. That's obviously what that one's for. The roof is very dry, and then we did have rain earlier, so I'm assuming that it's running away right, but I would literally smooth that off a bit more. Still waiting for the right solar unit to come, so that's a 65 gallon unit. They're meant to have installed an 80 gallon unit, so I'm not too sure. That's now the third unit we'll have delivered, so hopefully I'll get it right this time. And the solar cells don't seem to be... Are they up the right way? People can help me out with that one. Assume they are. Doesn't look like a solar system, does it? Okay. But anyway, so, and obviously you've seen the repairs that we had done. So those two big repairs in the front to stop the water coming backwards, and then obviously then this tape and rubberisation over the top. So hopefully everything is okay. We obviously can't see anything without actually seeing plasterboard coming through. So fingers crossed that won't happen, obviously. So anyway, so hopefully that one's running right now as well. There's no water there, so I'm assuming it is. Spades and anything up there. So anyway, that's it for now. Obviously they've trimmed these back as well, but again, this one's a drain pipe, so that's fine, but we do need to make sure we're getting some form of covers on them, and these all need to be trimmed back as well, so we don't see any of these on the roadside. So that's going to be the next aim for tomorrow. So other than that, let me take you through this way. We've got some tidying up to do in the basement because we've still got to do the door jambs in there. So this window has been done. This one still has to be done. I'm not too sure what that hasn't been done yet. It's got to be finished off. We've got to decide what to do with these steps. One thing we are doing here is we're deciding to take the steps a little bit further out. See here is quite a steep amount of steps, so we're going to take those back and actually start a few steps over here. I might even take it around here and then down. But anyway, that's obviously been done. As you can see, the wooden template put on the wall, that's what the steps are going to look like. Window jam's been done, but that hasn't been done. This one's been done, but that one hasn't been done. So it's a bit of a strange sort of stop and start, and sometimes the workload dictates, but this one's going to be sorted as well. But down here's a lot tidier now, so this corner's been dug out a little bit, so we're going to get the bobcat in here Thursday. That's the bit of wood we're keeping. Everything else has pretty much been taken up. We've got whitewash going around the base of the building. We've got to get that mess sorted out. Another big hole in there, which I said to you about earlier on. We've got to get that done. And we've whitewashed around the front of the building as well, which I'll show you from up here. So we whitewashed down this side, but we've actually whitewashed here as well. But on here, we're actually grey on here. So it's the same light grey all the way around. So looks quite good. And obviously the beach itself, as I said earlier on, is looking 10 times better. So when the bobcat comes here on Thursday, we'll get all this finished off. Got quite a bit of rain in here, and the mozzies love that, so we do tomorrow need to get that pumped out, let the rain do its thing tonight, and then we'll get this pumped out to ensure that we don't incentivise the mosquitoes to come along. Other than that, the overhang was finished off the other day, which I think you'll agree looks pretty cool. So we've now got one big white overhang with beautiful spotlights set back inside. See you in the morning. We've still got to take the actual, still got to cut back the fixer foam and take the tape off, which is one of my goals for tomorrow. I'm going to get that finished off, and there's some finishing trim in the corners here that I've still got to put on, and one in this corner as well, so that's got to be done. Take care. One in this corner as well, so it's just where the actual door frame itself sits back in there. There's obviously where they put some wood in there to pack that out, so we need to put a little bit of finishing wood on that, which I'll do later. And then the aim for this until the windows turn up, like I said, is just trying to get some nicer ply put in there and getting them painted. Worst case scenario, we're going to get that painted as well, just get it rolled for now, just keep the cost down. But again, trial plastic for a 5-gallon tub is about 100, and a 5-gallon tub of cheap paint's 140, reasonable paint 180. So it'd probably be cheaper to trial plastic it than it would be to paint it. So we'll have a look at that. I might even get that trial plastic on the front, so that's ready to have the windows put in and done, and then maybe just leave it as is, so it's a little bit pleasant to look at. There's nothing worse than looking out of those lovely windows, seeing a grey construction looking building. So it might be worth looking to get that done. And again, around here, same thing. It's all very grey, but until we can get the garage roof on and done, there's not really much point in painting or trial plastic, because it's the concrete just sprays everywhere. So we need to get the roof done first. We worked out it's about 700 blocks, so we're going to get those ordered. We'll get the blocks up. So again, from this rebar here, it's going to be across here, all the way down that side, and across the front. And then we need to think about the roof. Apparently I've got enough rebar already in the container for the roof, so we can get the rebar done, the formwork done, and then we can pour the concrete roof and then get something on it, and it would become like a big concrete carport. We'll leave the back open, we'll leave the front open, and then we'll do the actual garage doors and stuff like that a bit later on. So anyway, remember rightly, day 4-6. Another day coming to an end. As you can see, we're looking over the others, so we're going to get some nice hedging to go around here. So anyone's got any suggestions on hedging that looks great, grows reasonably fast, but isn't an absolute nightmare to maintain, because there's nothing worse than spending your weekends having to trim things, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, anyone watching, please like and subscribe. Like I said, the more people can start getting watching and sharing the video, the more information gets out there, more advice I get, and the more things I get to learn from. If I make any mistakes, people get to see and learn from that as well. And any suggestions you've got with colours and ideas and hedging, certainly with landscaping next, we're going to have to put some time and effort into the landscaping element. So if anyone can think of anything that's certainly close to the sea, high salt, high heat, that works well on the island, then please let me know. We do have, I think, tomorrow a landscaper coming to have a look and give us some suggestions. Other than that, obviously tomorrow's goal will be, again, to get in here all white all the way around here and get the grey through there as well, so we've got a little bit of colour. Bear in mind also the garage has got to be poured, so we'll have to hold off a little bit on some of it. I'd get it done now, but the painters won't. They don't want me wasting my money, which is great. But anyway, over and out from Barbados for day 2, 4, 6, and I'll see you tomorrow.